Hello guys, so this video is going to be about the Git project from the task 0 to the last task. We're going to be dealing with how to create a repository on your GitHub and how to clone it, and then we attempt the tasks, and every of the tasks I will explain some of the concepts there, because this is just a preparatory task into the main Git task that we are going to come across soonest. So let's get started. First thing that we have to do here is to create an account on GitHub. Let's assume you don't have an account and you are creating a fresh account, a fresh GitHub account. So I'll go to github.com and then I'll sign up. To do they can be edited later, so continue. You see this, you just skip it, continue for free, and that's it. You are in your profile page. So this is what you should see once you have successfully created your account. Alright, so the next thing you have created your account. So the next thing is to create a personal access token. And now this is how we're going to do it. To create a personal access token, you go down to this part of your profile as if you want to edit your profile. So you come to settings, then after settings you scroll down to the last part, almost to the last, and you select developer settings. So the next thing, you see personal access tokens, so you click on classic. I recommend classic because it is more flexible, and since you are using it for ALX course all through, it's better to use the classic instead of having prompts to input your token every time you want to push. So classic, and then the next thing, I click on it, you see generate new token. So I'm generating new token classic, and I'm going to give it a name, and I'm going to, I can put the expiry date as 30 days. I put no expiration, so I'm putting no expiration. Okay, since I'm using for a test, I'm putting for 30 days. And then the next thing is to select every of this scope, select everything. Majority are having issues with some things when they want to push, because there are some part of the scope that are restricted. So select scope, select all the scope. So next thing is generate token. So now, very important thing, once you have your token, you have to copy it immediately and save it somewhere. So I'm going to save my token here. Okay. Alright, so I have it there, and what we're going to do next is we have the token already. So the next thing to do now is to update your profile on the intranet. So you have to click on, they have the link that will direct you to your profile. Click there and you go to your social presence, you scroll down, and then your GitHub username. To see your GitHub username, remember when you were creating username, you created a username. So just as it is here, your username, if you go to back to this place, to your profile, you can see at this very part your username is this one. By what I have here is Dr. Obam, so that's my username. I'll copy it, and then you go to your profile intranet and you just paste it there, or you type it there, Dr. Obam. So, and all you have to do is to save it, save my information, but I'm not going to do that because this is for test purpose. So after that, the next thing you have to do is to create your first repository. Okay, so this is where you need to do all the important step begins from. Okay, so you have to create your first repository. So you go to your GitHub page, and from wherever you are, you can see at this point we have overview, repository, project, package. You just have to click on repository. Alright, and the next thing you do is new. So once you click on new, you can see the details there. Create a new repository. So you have to give it a name. So now let's go. What is the name they asked us? ALX Precourse. I used to copy, although it's not good to copy, but just for this test purpose, ALX Precourse, just copy what is here exactly in order not to make mistake. Okay, but remember the framework. You're not to copy, you have to make sure that you type by yourself to ensure you know what you are doing. Alright, ALX Precourse, and the next thing is the description. I'm now a ALX student. This is my first repository as a full stack engineer. Alright, so that's where you put it in the description part, this description. So alright, now what again? Then we have to make the repo public, and we are not to add a readme file or git ignore. So all this, so just like this picture here, should be on public, and all these things should not be ticked, and they should just be like this. So it's on public and nothing is ticked, and everything is the way it should be. So the next thing to do is to update, is to create the repository. So just click on create repository, and here we have it. This is what you are going to have. You've created a repository. Look at the name of repository is at the top here, and it is public as it is here, and you have, this is what you have here. So the next thing to do now is to open the sandbox so that we can clone this repository inside the terminal